Here's some quick information about the sketchbook assignment that I titled Name Design. All that you need is some sort of drawing material. For myself, I started off doing this with pencil, and then I filled in, you can see if you focus on the purple frosting here, you can see I used a really fine point Sharpie. You could use a pen also, and then I had some washable markers at home that I used to fill this in. You could also use colored pencils, Sharpies. You could do the whole thing just in a drawing pencil or whatever drawing material you might have available to you. Now, the requirements for this, you want to fill up your whole paper. So this is kind of a close-up, but you can see the edges of my sketchbook if I move this around a little bit. I filled up my entire paper, and in order to do so to get it spaced out correctly, I knew that I have 5 letters in my first name, A-N-N-I-E, and so I just drew in the background some very, very light pencil lines to divide my paper into 5 sections so that visually I could get all of my letters in. What tends to happen sometimes when people do this sketchbook assignment is like your first 2 letters will be huge, they'll take up so much of your paper, and then you have to squish in like 3 or 4 letters after that, unless you have a really short name. So especially those of you with long names, you might want to divide up your paper a little bit, or maybe do a nickname, a shortened version. So in a nutshell, what you're going to do is you are going to make each letter of your names just out of anything other than bubble letters. We want this to be creative. I don't want you to just do I don't want you to just do bubble letters, make them thick, whatever. I want you to use your creativity here. Now, I wasn't looking at pictures when I did this. I just kind of did this out of my brain. I like to come up with a theme, but you don't have to. So my theme was food. I was hungry while I was making this. So my A is made out of a slice of pizza. Hopefully you can tell it's an A. I tried to put some peppers right there to be the horizontal line on the A. My N, I've got a fork, a knife, and a spoon, or a fork, knife, and spoon. My N, I wasn't feeling that creative, and I apparently had a sweet tooth at the end here, so I made a birthday cake with a frosting in the shape of an N. My I is an ice cream cone with a cherry for the dot, and my E is a donut with a bite taken out of it. The theme, again, you don't have to choose a theme, but some other ideas for theme, maybe you want to do all characters from a series of books or movies that you're interested in. Maybe you want it to all be sports. If I wanted it to be a sports theme, I could easily make the I could be a baseball bat, the N could be hockey sticks, something like that. The E could be a football with maybe like 2 hands touching it or something. It's totally up to you. This one is for you to use your creativity. Now, the last thing to note is we want this to be a finished product. So if you don't have access to materials to color, we still want you to shade, or I want you to put time into this. I don't want it to be something that you just do really fast. So the 3 things here, we want to fill up the paper as much as we can. We want it to be a finished product, and we do that with coloring or shading. And then we want to use our creativity to design each letter. Okay? The sky's the limit with this one. I'm excited to see what you come up with.